Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Midweek Medicine. I'm Miguel Brown, your game changer in that fourth quarter, your breath of fresh air. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to do something I like to call, we're going to remember the Titans. Yes, the Titans, the whole Denzel Washington movie about Coach Boone and what he did in Alexandria with those boys and integrating the races as far as playing football, right? But I'm not talking about the race thing right now. I'm talking about the environment that they were in. Okay, he took them to training camp, and it was just them and those boys. And his job there was to break them down all the way and build them back up to where they would be a unified, perfect team where race was not an issue. And they did that. By the time training camp was over, they were singing together. They was making mama jokes together. They was doing everything together. And then it was time for them to go back to the real world. In the real world, when they got there, before they even got back, people already did not like what was going on. They didn't like the two colors mixing. They didn't like the white boys playing with the black boys. The black boys wasn't good enough to play with the white boys. It was terrible. Well, those boys for a while, they held on to that strength that they had while they was at the training camp. They played together. They were winning. They were loving each other. They were going out together. But then eventually, their environment said that they're not supposed to be together. That they're supposed to be apart. That because of the color of their skin, they shouldn't be allowed in the same school, the same areas, or things of that nature. And eventually, that poison from the environment around started leaking into them. It started seeping into the team, and they slowly started being negative towards each other. They slowly started fighting each other. They almost lost a game because of it. It was the friendships, the strong friendships that they had developed had started to have a problem with each other until they finally realized that it's the environment, what's happening around us. We learned to be better than what's going on. We learned to show the people around us that we can be together. And now we got to come back together because of the environment, because of the poison of the area and what's going on. It's affecting us and it's pulling us apart. Well, now we got to come back together. And when they came back together, they started balling again. They started winning again. And they not barely winning, but they were crushing their opponents, right? So, like I said, what I want y'all to keep in mind today is your environment. I've been talking to y'all about defining yourself, learning who you are, finding out your worth, your measurement, your value. You're priceless. You can do great things. All you got to do is believe in yourself. Well, part of that is knowing the environment that you're in. And the environment that you're in can affect you just as much as the people, because you could live, for example, you could live in a bad neighborhood and the neighborhood is so tainted with negativity that it affects you. It brings you down. Like, for example, some people think that they can't go no further than their environment. That they can't graduate high school. They can't even make it out of middle school. They don't have a chance to go to college just because their environment says that you'll never be more than just what's right here. That's it. You'll never work. You'll never go past McDonald's. You'll never go past selling drugs on the street. You'll never go past whatever type of hustling you're doing. You'll always be in a negative place. Well, let me tell you, all you got to do is make the choice and decide and know who you are and understand that nothing around you can affect you unless you let it affect you, right? Look at the whole Baltimore situation. I wasn't even going to talk about that, but that's a prime example where you have gang members in the Baltimore area that have come together to stop the violence, to show these young kids that are losing their mind and they don't even know why they're losing their mind, that this is not the way to do this. We have to do this way. Those young kids are letting the negative in their environment dictate to them that this is what they're supposed to do. But then you got the older people who's been there and seen a whole lot more. Dudes that's in gangs telling them that that's not the way. You got to look about that. Like I said, you change your mind, you change your life. They might still be in the gang, but somewhere they had a mind change. Somewhere they started doing things different. Somewhere they decided to say that what the news says about them, other police, other people in the community say about them, we will not be that, whether they think that or not. That's what you have to be in your environment. You cannot let your environment drive you so much that you lose who you are, because that's what will happen. You'll lose yourself in your environment and you'll conform to what's going on around you. You won't be any more than Just a mechanic that won't even go get certified and work in a real shop, but you working in your parking lot, laying on an old blanket, not trying to with the old same tattered up clothes. You know, you won't go past the working in the mailroom at some office. You won't go get your GED because everybody around you say that you can't get your GED. You won't graduate college past a C because everybody say you ain't gonna never be more than the average person. Well, that's what they say, but that's not what you have to be. That's your environment trying to control you. Why? Because they want you to be who they want you to be. I got a couple things for you, and I gotta say this, right? Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world. We're supposed to be individuals. We're supposed to be peculiar people. We're supposed to stand out in the crowd. If the whole crowd look black, we're supposed to look pink. That's the way it is. That's the way it's meant to be. I think the reward for conformity is that everyone likes you except yourself. Think about that. When your average day living, you come home, you do your regular work thing, you come home, whatever your work schedule, whatever you do when you get home, feed the kids or whatever, sit down in front of the TV, how happy are you? How do you feel about yourself? Do you sit back every day and think it's more to it than this? Well, it is more to it than this, but what you gonna do about it? You gonna just sit there and just keep wondering that all these days, or you gonna make a decision and start changing things? That's all you gotta do. Make a choice. Once you make that choice, commit to the choice that you've made, and then put the time and effort and the work in to see and follow through what it is that you want to do. It's that simple. That's what I'm here doing every day. I'm persistent in what I do. I commit to what I do. Am I getting money for this right now? No. It's free, but it doesn't matter, because the success that, like I've told y'all before, money can't touch the success that I feel right now. And I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. And one day I will be blessed to make money doing what I do, but until then, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, because I won't let my environment dictate who I am and what I do. Nothing can define me. No one can define me, deny me what I want in this world, and I'm going for it. And anybody that's connected to me, they're going to ride the bus with me, and we're going to get there together. So with that being said, I want y'all to do one thing. Remember the Titans. Your area does not control you, no matter how bad it is. Find a positive place to be, even if your living environment is a negative one, so that you're constantly building yourself up and putting good things into you so that you can sow good seeds out into the world. Alright? That being said, I hope y'all take this, learn from it, grow from it, enjoy it. Go watch the movie again just so you can experience what I'm talking about, because I'm going to watch it again later on. And remember, change your mind, change your life. Everywhere we go.